With food allergies and sensitivities, Thanksgiving can pose some challenges. As many as 8% of U.S. children and 5% of adults have some type of food allergy. The most common food allergens are milk, eggs, fish, crustaceans, shellfish, wheat, soy, peanuts, and tree nuts. Wow, that is a list. Typical food allergy symptoms include hives and swelling, or stomach or intestinal distress. Here to talk about ways to plan for and work around allergies and food sensitivities is Dr. Reena Mehta from Uptown Allergy and Asthma. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're the expert on this. So obviously, we just read out a litany of all of these different, common food allergies. How do you prepare for something like that when you are preparing your Thanksgiving dinner for a bunch of people to come over?
Yes, I mean, the holidays are supposed to be a joyous time, but of course they can be stressful at the same time. And if you are someone who has an underlying food allergy, it can be especially stressful because, of course, you're trying to go to be with family, you're trying to have a meal together, but in the back of your mind, you're scared, you're fearful, you don't want to have a reaction. So there's a few tips that you can do to plan ahead to have a nice holiday. So number one, talking to the host ahead of the time and making everyone aware of your food allergies. Don't be shy about it. The best way to prevent a reaction is to make sure that everybody is on the same page. What you can also do is if they're store-bought products, make sure to read labels. You can never be too prepared. Of course, you don't want to be stressed, you want to be relaxed, but you want to be prepared. And so making sure to read labels, talk about it ahead of time, and making sure that you have your EpiPen. And so you need to be prepared to treat a reaction because sometimes things can be hidden. And so you need to understand, recognize your symptoms, and then if something does happen, obviously be prepared to treat it.
Yeah, that's a good point. A lot of times during the holidays, this time of year, you've got people who may be cooking for the first time or want to try out these new recipes. Maybe they don't really understand what necessarily went into it. But hey, when it's about your health and it's about preventing an actual allergic reaction, it is important to make sure that you have the right thing. I mean, folks can't really skip that, right?
Exactly. And don't be scared to start new traditions. So just because it's allergy-free doesn't mean it needs to taste bad or it needs to be bland. If you're concerned about what you can eat at someone's house, then bring your own food. You can prepare some foods that everybody can try, and they will soon realize that you can be allergy-friendly, safe, and create new traditions and try new meals.
So one of the ones that, this kind of goes along with what you're saying there, pick your battles, right? This is, like you said, this is a holiday. It doesn't need to be a debate. I can remember, maybe my sister one year wanted to do keto for Thanksgiving, and I just felt like that ruined the tradition. But you pick your battle, and everybody can smile, right?
Exactly. I mean, no one wants to have a food allergy. It's not a fun thing to tell everybody and then, maybe be judged about it, So those people with food allergies are probably struggling too. They don't know how to communicate that. And so pick and choose your battles. If you're the one hosting, just take a deep breath, be flexible, and, try to give grace to everyone because it's not an easy time of year. But at the end of the day, we just want to have fun. We want to celebrate together. We went through a few years where we weren't able to get together. And so really, if it's just picking and choosing our battles, not talking about health topics, food topics, politics, just trying to have a good time and trying to keep it healthy and safe.
I like that. That sounds like a great way to do it. Like you said, maybe bring a dish yourself. It's always great to, help out with all of the cooking because everybody's trying to whip it up right now.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it. Happy Thanksgiving to you and have a good holiday.
Happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Thank you.